Right. I think it's back. So yeah, not entirely sure. Not entirely sure what caused that one. Because I don't... It's one of those weird little ones where I'm not 100% convinced it was the game. I think it was... I mean, it may still not work, but I don't think it was the game that didn't work. Or rather, it wasn't the combination of the game and the doings that didn't work. It was just Streamlabs that went, nah, you're right. I think I'm fine not bothering. Cheers. If you're fine with that. So yeah, I must admit the computer is kicking up a bit more of a fuss than I was hoping for when I started the game. So we shall see. I may not have solved the issue enough to stream this one. It may be one of those ones where it's like, no, you just don't. Not this one. This one's not allowed. But yes, that's lovely. That's fine. I'm happy for you to rain missiles down. Then again, I mean, it's looking smooth for me. And it's not looking terribly unsmooth for you. I can't deny. The fans are kicking off. Yeah, we are about to start the Crystal Maze because we have started the fans, please. But outside of that, it is at least playing, and not in the way it played last time we tried, which was a stuttery mess. Yes, we are back. We are very much back. Well, it's unstable, which means it might just go again. But I don't. I'm struggling to know this one because it doesn't. Arguably, the game is trying to use the internet, and the stream is trying to use the internet. So one thing I will do that might improve it is if I stop that. See if that steadies it out a little bit. Oh, of course, the sound alerts. Right. That should really... I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think I've refreshed the source. And I don't think it's going to make too much difference because I don't think nobody's used them so far, so I don't know if it's going to make too much difference at this exact moment in time. Just don't use them for now. If you were planning to use them, do not use the sound alerts, for they may not come up on the screen, although there is every possibility I fix that problem. Okay, so I see. I think it is still interesting. It's reasonably playable for me, but the preview does look like it might be stuttering. Yeah, a little bit maybe. So I don't know. It may not be looking smooth for anybody else. So I may have to yield and accept the simple truth that this one is simply not viable, which I suppose is not. Oh, I see. We've got some wanted and hunted missions nowadays. Okay. Well, we'll travel forwards instead of backwards and see what happens. Oh, I need to hold the button. Always get caught by that one. It's a weird... There's a few weird systems in this game where it's like, okay, so this one you can just push the button once and it works. But these, no, you have to hold the button. To hold the button, you need to be sure you want to do this. And I don't know. It's peculiar that it's got a mix of both. And not necessarily in the places I would expect them to be. So it's like when you pick a new skill, that's just push the button once, done. It's like, but surely the skill is the one you want to be sort of making sure people are certain about. Whereas travelling, I don't know, I suppose travelling makes some degree of difference, but it's not as tragic. Good. I do plan on following them to the source, because I desperately need the source. Tasty sauce.
Why are you taking orders from a human, let alone Shira Gutman?
Oh dear. Okay, now it's stuttering for me.
Said Seth was hunting another altered. Who was he?
Which might.
You think Seth discusses his godly affairs with us mortals?
I do feel like I think the interaction between the game and OBS is not a happy one, which is unfortunate because I have been playing this by myself and rather enjoying it. But of course, do I actually want to go into Clearwater Springs? Probably, but it doesn't specify as to why I want to go into Clearwater Springs, so we might as well wander down this side of the cave first and clear the ruins, it would seem. Surely the ruins are already relatively clear. Oh, there's a little cheeky... Oh yeah, there's a little cheeky hole. Hello, lads. Hello. So, I hear you want to kill me. Well, I want to kill you first. Take my rapid-fire shotgun. Oh, take my also just powers, because I've kind of slightly fucked it up. I ran out of bullets at an inopportune moment, but luckily you guys have got plenty of bullets, although unfortunately I'm in a weird position. There we go, that's better. Basically, with this power, what I find is quite beneficial. Tally ho. With that sort of shield power, what I find quite beneficial, and yes, I am just running roughshod into the whole area because I want to get to their rear side, although that may have been a mistake because there's a larger volume of dudes than I gave it credit for. Get spiked. But we can deal with this many dudes. Well, I say that. There's actually an alarming volume of dudes. Anyway, so this power, what's quite useful, is if you look at the little radar in the top, what you want to try and do is make sure all the enemy red dots are in that sort of the triangular thing, because that way you basically absorb all of the bullets, fairly guaranteed. Hey buddy, hey buddy. Oh no, I didn't miss. I thought I'd missed. It's fine. Let's pick up all the gubbins and then fly over and kill time. Killing time is here. Killing time is for you. Hello. Did I just rock your world? I think I just rocked your world. I'm playing as the Earth Power individual, if you were particularly fussed. It is my female character, Erelina. Because I always call my female characters Erelina, at least the first time round. It is my go-to female character name. And you, sir, deserve to die. So I am using all Earth-based techniques as my powers. I do have characters of all 4 powers, but I don't know why. I decided to pursue the Earth powers first. As I say, I really didn't have a reason why. Oh, that's just a restock, which is beneficial because, you know, I need bullets to rip people asunder. But outside of that, ooh, I found a secret treasure chest. Well, I say secret. Wasn't exactly well hidden, was it? Let's be honest. Get myself some items. There's a dude hanging from a tree. Now this has just become a literal sing-song. I'm running down a corridor. Oh look, there's some orange paint. Running up the stairs, running down the stairs. Running up the stairs, running down the stairs. Gonna run up the stairs once again. Gonna run down the stairs just one last time. Run up some different stairs just to see if there's anything around here. Because we want to try and capture all of the bits. See if we can find them. I say that, there's not usually that many secret treasure chests, but yeah, I like to be thorough. Oh, he said there weren't many. Oh, there is also a journal entry. But sometimes you just want to embrace your inner caveman and hit things with rocks. Exactly. And I can hit things with a lot of rocks. Nice, nice. I think you can use any weapon. I will just clarify this. You can use any weapon whatsoever Oh, I'm in the mud. I don't know if I want to be in the mud. Oh, I'll get out of the mud then. You can basically use any weapon you like, whenever you like. But I sort of dedicated certain weapons to certain characters. And my Earth champion, the one I'm playing as, I gave both shotguns and submachine guns to. And I can't deny it has been a whale of a time using shotguns and submachine guns. It's been quite fun. Oh, another little treasure chest. Delightful. Taste it. Oh, the core blimey. I don't plan on using the core blimey because the core blimey is a light machine gun, I believe. But let's just check in with some of my doings. Oh, hello. 4 points, but Golem ability I don't need because I don't really use the Golem power. 18 points. That is... I feel like 18 points is probably worthwhile, but I don't tend to use the Tremor power either. So that's slightly inconvenient. Nothing better there. How much better? 3 points? No, we're keeping the Space Cowboy, because that is genuinely what that gun is called. And it's very satisfying. I must admit, of all the sort of sidearms, because if you're unfamiliar with the game, you've got 3 weapons. You've got one primary, second primary, and then a sidearm. And the sidearms come in, I think, a few different variants. As far as I've seen, it's twin handguns, which I gotta say is quite fun. Twin burst fire handguns, and then the revolver. And there is something very satisfying about revolver hip fire. Ye fucking hard. And that is why they call it the Space Cowboy. Pow, pow, pow. I mean, it's relatively satisfying doing it there, but come on. You never want to do anything other than hip fire this thing. Because look at it's just the animation. Fanning the fucking futuristic weapons, and yet somehow we still have decided that fanning the hammer is the most efficient way to get a revolver to fire. But I can't deny I usually use the submachine gun and the and the shotgun because they are just better at killing, but that doesn't mean I'm never going to use that revolver because it's fun. In fairness, I killed a boss with the revolver, so that was quite good. But that's primarily because I ran out of bullets. But it's because unfortunately, when you choose to rock a shotgun and a submachine gun, you sort of eventually have to embrace the fact that you are going to run out of ammo quite quickly. Especially, I must admit, I do prefer the pump action shotguns, but at the moment I am rocking a auto shotgun, which is not it's not a terrible weapon by any stretch of the imagination, but it is equally not that good. Right, so I need to go, I need to get to Havoc because I'm heading down to Heirloom Armour. Whether that was a good goal or not, I don't know, but it's the one I've gone for. Protection skills, that's quite good. But it does depend on precisely when, because that'd be quite good for Golem, but not so good for bullet reflection, because you can't use a weapon in bullet reflection. So it depends on when they trigger this champion ability when it comes to bullet reflection. Because if it's the end of bullet reflection, absolutely fine, magnificent. But if it's not, you're probably slightly fucked, because you are wasting a lot. Increased damage. Oh, good. I almost misread that. I thought it was a 15% increase and decrease. Or increase for you and an increase for them. No, so it is basically armor piercing or assault weapon damage. Now I do use, if memory serves, they classify assault weapons as the submachine gun. So I think, I feel like the assault weapon damage is probably going to be quite beneficial, owing to the simple fact that I use a lot of... Okay, so I could start the hunt here. Yeah, go on, why not?
Might as well put my skills to good use.
Oh, I mean, you sounded about as enthused about doing it as I did. Might as well. Here, have a go. And that's interesting to discover what those things are, because I've seen a couple of those posters in the past, and I thought to me, whoops, whoops, what is that? Oh, I think that might have been part of the special effect of the shotgun, but because I shot it in the floor, you know, it didn't do much for me. I guess I'll catch this guy or not. Yeah. I mean, I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go catching this guy. I say give it a go. I mean, it's at the moment the game is not particularly difficult for me. And that is because I haven't set the game to a high difficulty. I'd like to point out, not some sudden majestic powers over video games. I'm just not making it difficult for myself. I'm just using world level 3 seems to have been sufficient. And I've not bothered changing it. Hello, sir. Ow. Hello, sir. I don't think you were invited to this party, but if you insist. Bang! And the dirtbags are gone. To the power of Earth, the power of Grayskull compels you to die. Grab all of that. It's quite useful having an auto loot button because it means you don't really miss much. Oh, there's more dudes coming. Quite a lot of melee dudes, so unfortunately I wasted that a little bit, but this volume of melee dudes is kind of where you'd want slightly different powers, I find, but I don't have slightly different powers, so you know. That's the one, I think, the one letdown of this one at the moment, I feel, is the fact that, I don't know, it's difficult, I think at least, I may be missing something, but it is difficult to change powers on the fly, which
There's my contract.
means it's kind of a bit sort of troublesome to change the plan. It's like, at the moment, I do want this gun shield, but if I was to face beasts, I wouldn't want the gun shield, because the gun shield doesn't do as much. It does do a little bit against melee stuff. No, it's not completely useless against melee, but it does sort of, it wants a little bit more focused shots. Not for you, sir. Oh, actually, no, no, he's not got it. There you go, he's dead. Marvellous. Right, let's try and clear up his little trash crew. Hey guys. Oh, you brought a friend. Oh, I don't care. The key thing about this class that I am currently rocking is you do want to be up close and personal, because if memory serves, and it might not, I may be completely mistaken regarding this, but if memory serves correctly, the way this class regains health is by up close and personal fighting. So what I do want to do is basically be in their face at all times. Oh, hello. Sir, I don't think you were invited over here in this corner. And if a woman doesn't invite you round a corner, don't chase a woman round a corner. You might get shot. And in fairness, that man definitely did get shot. But yeah, so one of the flaws I think in the game is being able to change your powers a little bit quicker. Because as far as I know, the only way to do it is to go into the menu, which is not a pause menu, and then go over here, then choose one, and then reassign it, essentially. You have to remove the skill, then you have to assign the new skill. And it's not too bad if you know what you're fighting ahead of time, because of course you can change the skills up. But if, I don't know, it feels like it would be beneficial maybe to have some kind of system in place that would allow you to perhaps change on the fly. Now, whether that's introduced later or not, I've not gotten through the game as far as most people, I think, by this point, because I was playing other things. I got distracted by Persona Strikers, I think. Played that for most of my time frame and have only just started playing this one again. Oh, that's a restock. I mean, restock's not going to be a terrible choice at this point, just in case something untoward happens. But for now, thank you for staying there. A lesser man would have gotten up and crawled away, but you have just sat there waiting, and I appreciate that, sir. I appreciate that. Now it's time for you to die. in hopefully a most horrible fashion. That is not the gun I use. And that was disappointing.
Uju will want to hear the end of your story.
I'm not going to lie. I was disappointed by that. Yeah, you have a string of powers. I mean, at the moment I've unlocked, what, 6 of them? And I can only ever use 3 at once. And I feel like what you could have done with is maybe the ability to... I mean, basically, I think what you needed was the ability to go, okay, on this first menu, 1, 2, 3, and then somehow I can flick to a new menu to use this 3, and maybe even, you know, a third menu to use these 3 again. But, because, I mean, at the moment, Golem, I just don't use it. Just don't use it at all. My favourite ones are Impale, because it gets me extra health regen. Gravity Leap, because it allows me to close the gap beautifully. And most of the time, against bullet enemies, I use Reflect Bullets. Because, as I say, it does specify it can reflect melee attacks, but it's not great for it. It's better if you're being shot. But if you're going against mostly the creature enemies, what is quite good is Tremor, because poof. And what is it? Oh, you do drain health. I did wonder. I never really read it when I used it first time, so I did wonder what the sort of beam strings were, because it was just like, oh, lovely, I've got strings, and they are attached to me. Right, control fire. Yeah, we'll go there now. Oh no, don't track it. I want to go there. Can I not go there? Where do you suggest I go? Here? Yeah, I think you're suggesting I go there. Factory entrance, I'll do. Gravity Leap is fantastic. You sort of do this weird... I mean, I'll show it in a moment or two. I use it frequently enough. Was it? Yeah, that way was the dude. This way is the... probably more dudes, in fairness, but... It's one of those games that has a fairly basic gameplay loop, but weirdly satisfying and difficult to put down. Which is always what you kind of need in a game. But there you go. You kind of turn into a load of rocks and then you slam yourself back down, and it's... Oh, it is a beautiful one. Now, sir. Who's sniping me? That prick. Luckily, I'm now behind a wall. Can't snipe me behind a wall, sir. I mean, you might be able to find a way, but I don't think you can. Apart from now, I'm in front of the wall again. Fine. Although this was not the most useful use of bullet sponge. Especially since there's a melee dude coming at me. Fine. As I say, he does bounce off of me if he's using his melee dude. I believe I missed the sniper. Ow. Ow. Could you, sir? Sir, could you? Ow. Ow. Sir. Can we take a moment to talk about Jesus? And by that, I am referring to the fact that my gun is called Jesus. And it wants to save you! Ow. Absolute bell end. Oh, good. He tasted my fist. He didn't like it. He wanted to return it to the maitre d'. Bullet sponge might... Oh, God. There's a fucking black hole that's really ruining my day. I think the black hole may have gone. Ah, good. Yes, you charge me, sir. You charge me, and I will pay the bill in fairness if you charge me. Vortex? No, I'd really rather you didn't vortex, sir. I'm not entirely sure if he got a vortex in. I don't immediately see a vortex, but it doesn't 100% guarantee he did not have a vortex. Oh, diggy area. Always enjoy a diggy area. Yeah, I'll get my little drill out. I'll get my little drill out, don't you worry. Never fear, my little drill is here. Ooh, a titanium. I do not know what I need a titanium for. Actually, I do, vaguely. And in fairness, that is one of the rarer ingredients. And therefore, very useful. Let's do a bit of shotgunning for a while. I call shotgun... Now, I get the impression this man over here called shotgun as well, so I feel duty bound to provide what he requested. Although having said that, I'm not entirely sure where they are. Seem to have... Oh, hello. Hello, sir. Can I introduce you to the world of chaos and murder? Too late if you said no. Oh, yeah, I remember now. When I reload this shotgun, I get a burst wave. Oh, just... There you go. A little burst wave. Bang, bang, bang. Boom. So I'll get a shotty blast. That guy walked around the wrong corner. Oh, explosives, yes please. Always enjoy picking up explosives. Full hardcore ordnance is exactly what I'm after at all times. I don't think I picked them up efficiently though. Plus I'm not entirely sure why I was picking them up. I'm supposed to be looking for Seth. I don't know whether I'm looking for Seth Green or Seth MacFarlane, but I am apparently looking for Seth. I do know who Seth is, by the way, just in case. Just in case you were sat there wondering. But you've played the game, haven't you? You know who Seth is. I was just trying to make a joke. I was just trying to make a funny... Right, what are you doing? I've opened it. Oh, now I've got to clear the bunker again. Okay, that's fine. This shotgun says I can clear the bunker quite easily. Oh. Hey, lads. Hey, lads. Are you enjoying yourself, lads? Hey, oh, you're going to fuck you up, lads. Yeah, all of you probably going to pay dearly. Oh, yeah, I can't deny. Wasn't one ouch. Wasn't one ouch, yeah. I wasn't 100% sure I was trying to use that impale manoeuvre. What I was actually going to do was I was tempted to put the bullet shield on, and then I changed my mind, but I'd already sort of started the finger positioning of doing it, and I couldn't help but push the finger in, as it were, and accidentally...
What'd you do to her?
Nothing.
Oh, this is Jakob. We're sort of dealing with rescuing his maybe daughter.
Jakob, wait. There's something else. I've seen.
I think one of my towels has fucked up.
I had a vision.
Maybe don't tell people about your visions while in cryo, because I think really you sound insane. Anyway, let me plant my explosives, because this is the big gun that's causing unfortunate things to happen to Trench City. I mean, in fairness, it's probably the gun that's causing it to be called Trench City. Do I need to care about running away? I suppose real people, you know, real men don't look at the explosion, but I couldn't turn around in time without me losing out on looking at the... Is that the way? That's the way I came in, that's fine. So we want to carry on. Carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. There is now. I've blown up the large gun that was bombarding the town. And that's what I call music. 1999. No, that's what I call something. I don't know what I was trying to call it, but I've definitely called it that. Do 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 do. Shooting time is here again. It's here again. It's shooting time. Ammo replenished. Oh, get myself the diggy diggy, diggy diggy, diggy diggy, digging it down tonight. Big break. Probably shouldn't sing the theme song to Big Break, because it reminds people of the host, who I think disgraced himself, didn't he? But then again, I suppose arguably you can't 100% hold a show concept to ransom, or can't hold it against the show just because the host turned out to be not great. But there you go. I did quite enjoy. I used to quite enjoy Big Break, but I don't know. It's weird. I used to enjoy all that sort of Saturday night game show type deal. Big Break, Generation Game, all of that. Nowadays it's a little bit like it's a bit shit, isn't it? Oh, I almost... It's times like this where I wish I was using bolt action rifles, because that is sexy. It's a sexy rifle. It's a rifle that's sexy. That's an assault rifle. Don't use assault rifles. That's a pump action shotgun. But, oh, actually, it matches, interestingly enough. Reload, kill a medic, replenish 122 points of health to allies within a 5 minute radius of the target. Well, I don't have allies, so that's not going to be that useful, but I did say I preferred pump actions, but there's so many red stats there. I'm really not, I'll put the comparison up. It'd be vastly better. Yeah. I mean, it seems to think it rounds out at the idea of being exactly the same amount of damage, which I'm assuming is based on the RPM, etc. But it still feels like maybe... I don't know. No, I've kind of gotten used to the auto shotguns. I think we'll... Unless a good pump action that really leaps out as a sort of, yes, this is what I want. This is definitively what I want. Leaps out at me, I'm probably not going to change up my shot. Oh, okay. Now we find out, yep, why changing powers is not great news, because I've just tried to change powers, but I've lost half my health bar, and it probably wasn't worth it. But now I'm facing beastie creatures, assuming the little ones start spawning. Here we go. What you kind of want is Tremor, because it does a nice chunk of change. I fell down a cliff. Richard or someone else called Cliff? I think if anybody else called Cliff now. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Surprising literally nobody. Take down the long-range fighters first, and then spike a couple of those dudes. I've chosen my power-ups so that my Impale is somewhat better than traditional impalements, because I get 2 for the price of 1. Yes, hello. Rory, Rory. I can do that as well, I just choose not to. Oh, I think he is big. I think he's big and bold. Some kind of... He appears to be attempting an absorb. Oh, he's gone black. Or she's gone black. One of the two, I don't know. But oh, brood mother, so one would assume relatively female. But I'm sure a bloke could be a mother as well if he really wanted to be. Just as a woman could be a father if she really wanted to be. Oh, he's no longer black. That's helpful. But there are plenty of dudes here. Come forth, dudes, and get yourself some major blowings up. And we'll just carry on with my submachine gun. Probably wanted to block that ability, but never mind. What was that? I'm assuming it didn't say the word percolate, because otherwise that is a brood mother who's building coffee for her children. And I don't think a mother should encourage her children to drink coffee. I think it's shotty time. Shotty time is here again, it's here again, it's shotty time. Oh, it's an alpha perforo. Oh, I'm assuming that's what she summoned, perhaps. She came in and asked for a perforo. I appear to be a little bit poisoned, which is not great news. Will you stand still and take a beating, please? Oh, he did. Never mind, I'll just come down from there. Always a bit unfortunate when you sort of go, hey! Oh, there's no touch. Oh no, never mind. Nobody saw me do the whole awesome spin into rocks thing, did they? No, good. I'll just carry on. This is such a letdown. Such a letdown when you've gone through all that fanciness to just end up going, oh, I'll just come down, shall I? Yeah, that's fine. Everybody's dead. Fortunately, I suppose, whilst playing it on my own, it doesn't happen that often. Because most of the time, there's something alive, because, of course, I'm no longer shooting it. But I imagine that happens a lot in the multiplayer. If you're doing full multiplayer team, I can't help but think you're going to find yourself a lot of the time going, oh, never mind. I'll just come down now. It's going to do an awesome thing, but you can sort of shot the enemy. I don't mind. No, I don't mind at all. I just thought, you know, my powers looked pretty awesome, and you just sort of shot it with a bullet. Yeah. Could have slammed down with rock power, but no, you took it out with a single bullet. It's fine. I don't mind.
What the hell happened here?
Someone burnt the shit out of that tree. Sometimes I have to question your intelligence. And that's not good. If I have to question your intelligence, that's bad news bears for you. Because, that really makes you thick. Tree had it coming. Look at it there. I mean,
Jakob?
if that's an open invitation, I'm not going to lie. I realise technically I made you, but... Oh, I can see things happening.
You see, they call him.
Do they?
Moloch.
Oh, yes, you're talking about him again.
Jakob, there's another altered out here. Someone more powerful than Seth.
Well,
Oh, dear.
that's just fucking awesome.
Oh, is that Seth then? No, I don't think that's Seth. Maybe. It don't look like Seth. Are you Seth?
Corrigan, Seth is dead.
Oh shit, that is Seth.
Impossible.
Fuck.
You're lying.
I saw him. He's charcoal.
Yeah, oh shit.
We've already mobilized.
I suppose in fairness, that burn,
Good on our deal.
you're rarely going to recognise a person, are you? Let's be honest. I mean, he's had full Anakin treatment, hasn't he? Shitting hell. Not just his legs burnt off, everything. It's all burnt. I don't know. I feel like Seth can't be dead, but I suppose. I mean, the evidence is right there. It's just. I might as well look at this letter, I suppose, this time. I don't usually read many of these, but I've come to understand that being altered is not the condition I thought it was. It was not inherent in our nature to forgo our compassion, to favour cruelty, to flirt with insanity, to ignore. Burned fragment. That being altered is a series of choices. I, like others, chose to abandon my humanity for my own sake. You need not choose the same, Outrider. Godspeed on your journey. Ah. Well, technically he is altered, like me. So I do wonder if maybe he's going to suddenly he's going to wind up bursting free of that, but... Because he really did strike me as a bit more of a sort of, I am God. And I suppose maybe the storyline of this is shorter than I give it credit for, but it really feels a bit sort of like, oh, he's dead. That's it's not what I was expecting at all. But still, yeah, as you say, I mean, very difficult to come back from that sort of thing. Do I go down here? Yes, I do. Superb. What I'll do is I might get to the next. I don't know. Depends. We'll see. Obviously, I want to pop it away by about 7:30, so that me, thee, and all of us in between can pop off and have a wee bit of dinner. Because that's important to have your wee dinner. And it's good to have a wee dinner at an appropriate time, agreed upon by all parties, present and parted. But yeah, as I say, usually I like to finish up by... that's a restock, that's fine. I will restock, although having said that, I think I already restocked, so it's not hugely important. Do I really only have 50 bullets in that assault submachine gun? Yeah, I do. Oh, hello. Where do you want me to go? Wherever it is you want me to go, I'm going the wrong way, apparently. Oh, wait, hang on. No. Yeah. No. Interesting. Oh, I see. I want to speak to Jakob. Jakob? Yeah, I am a bear cub. It is fine. I like being bear cub. Oh, 300. Ah, interesting. Oh, okay. Okay, that's not too bad. That's given me 25 extra, and I still haven't quite decided. I think... you've got to head off now and be sociable. How dare you? dare you let me down by being a sociable person? I was going to say sociable people, which would have been clever. You're more than one. But yes, I hope the rest of my shotgunning goes well, and thank you for attending. And thank you for attending the meeting. You are excused now. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Very much appreciated. So I would say bye-bye. Enjoy your socialising. Ooh, 320 is a hell of a boost. Ah, but that's okay. That's going to work reasonably well, because I believe that means I still get my spike. Because I'm assuming when it goes red, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm beginning to think when it's red, it might be a case of you've already got it on your equipment, and therefore you can't have it again. But I might be wrong, truth be told. Gravity leap, now that is unfortunate. But what we're getting, about 18, yeah, probably worthwhile popping those on. And then those of no consequence. What we want to do is sort by type of weapon. That's the easiest one for me, because then I can try and find shotties. So yeah, basically that's light machine gun, which I don't really want to use. And then where are the submachine guns here? I think maybe the point is I might not have any submachine guns. Which I do have double guns, which I really don't know. I mean, that's actually not... It's not too bad in terms of the reduction of RPM. Which is interesting, because maybe I would find satisfaction in utilising a double gun. I suppose let's pop a double gun on. Oh, I see. It sort of starts out slow and then revs up. No, I think I prefer my submachine guns. So if you don't mind letting me put my little subby back on, just sub that back in, please. Right. So, right, no, that wasn't what I was intending to do. What I was intending to do was look at the quest map and then check out Heart of Gold. Okay, cool. And the Outriders Legacy over there. Where the tits am I? I'm over here. Okay, that's fine. So what I probably want to do is travel back to the camp, pop back to Markump, and head out to deal with that doings. And yeah, we can probably afford that doings. So use my little tracker. Use my little tracking orb. Come hither. Wait for me, little tracking orb. I can't run as fast as you can fly. In fairness, I don't know if that is actually supposed to be in-world or not, to be honest. I don't think it particularly is, but it would have been nice if they'd added like a little sort of, just a tiny, I don't think they have. Let me just double check. Oh, I can't actually, fine. Shotgun, slightly better for these guys. Well, this is where a pump action shotgun is even better than that. Dodging bullets, smashing down, smashing down. Have a real smashing time, have a real smashing time. Oh, feel the rocking, feel the rockiness, feel the rockiness of my powers. Whoa, will you chill out with the tremors? I didn't realise I had quite so many tremors available to me. It apparently lasts quite a long time. Yeah, come on. Come on, get some. I think you can. Oh, yeah, you just got one-shotted, brother. Oh, you are not getting one-shotted. You are going to require most, if not all of the clip. Let's get those multi-tremors. Multi-tremors. Yes, everybody tremoring. Oh, there's many people. There's many ugly dudes. There we go. Should have wiped out at least a few guys. Yes. Big fella on an impalement stick. There's a big fella on his impalement stick. There's a big man on his impalement stick. What's he doing on his impalement stick? Giving me help. That's what he's doing on the impalement stick. The impalement stick. The impalement stick. That's what he's doing on the... Ow. Do you mind, sir? I need to deal with your friend, because he's popping poison at me. There we go. Now I've dealt with your friend, your attention, or my attention, is entirely yours. Marvellous stuff. Pick it all up. Pick it all up. Pick it all up. Now put it all down. You can't really carry it. There are more dudes. We'll do a cheeky harvest. I might regret this. Might get food poisoning from a cheeky harvest. But no, we're okay. We did not get killed whilst trying for a cheeky harvest. As many bullets as we can muster, and then start firing them. Whoa there, cheeky boy. No need for you to be quite so angry. Well, now there's a reason for you to be quite so angry. I just shot you in the face repeatedly. That is, in fairness, what the automatic shotgun does best. Just goes bang, 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 bang. Like a horny teenager in a brothel, it just goes bang, 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 bang. Maybe not a teenager, a young adult. Got a little bit of iron. I got an urn in me fire, what am I gonna do? I got an urn in me fire, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna clear the path, and then I'm gonna beat more people apart.
Old man, how'd your daughter end up on the wrong side of the border anyway?
I came trading in Trenchtown right when the insurgents pushed the front by miles. Teresa was on the other side. It was years before I heard about this smuggler. Getting my daughter's letters, being able to know she's safe, it's been a blessing. Just try not to spook the smuggler, okay?
That sounds like some kind of game show. Welcome to the Saturday evening entertainment tonight. Spook the smuggler. Whatever you do, don't spook the smuggler. Or possibly a board game like Buckaroo or something. What is it? Oh, Don't Wake Dad. That's the one I'm thinking of as well. Don't spook the smuggler. You got to place items. You got to place your police units down. Or we might as well track that quest because we're doing a different quest now. The old man just gave us a sob story about how he really wants his daughter back. And don't spook the smuggler. And I've just gone, yeah. Or I could hunt a big beastie. I'm going to go hunt the big beastie. Also, I'm now not even hunting the big beastie. I'm going off collecting collectibles. So I've just completely rocked off all of my responsibilities and gone, nah, you're right. You're right, I'm not really interested after all, it turns out. But there is obviously another path there to be explored if I so chose. But for now, I think it's a case of I'm just going to... Oh, the Everglade. Don't know what that is. I wonder if it's another wee... Oh, it was a submachine gun. But despite having slightly higher... Well, that's the wrong thing. Oh, there you go. It does do 4 points more. Extra leeching. It's technically just subtly better. Leeching I don't necessarily think, though, is better. I'll give it a go. Not a terrible... It's not like the world's greatest increase in damage, because it's only like 4, but worth something, I suppose. Hunter, the Ore Yard Queen. Let's go after a big beastie. At least this one, as specified previously, at least this one I can tell what I'm going to be facing off against, theoretically at least, which is beasties, which makes my life a little bit easier. Although I have... It's one of those ones where, having chosen these weapons, I have forced my hand into getting up close and personal. Which, as I say, is definitely no bad thing. Because, of course, the whole character is designed to heal whilst up close and personal, which makes it better to be up close and personal. However, if you're not up close and personal, the submachine gun does not fare well. It's not so bad it's not viable, but... And you do... I have done... I was really pleased with myself the other day, because I was doing proper burst fire A proper military burst fire from a distance to get the greater accuracy, and I was devilishly pleased with myself. I know, sad, right, but it was working, I suppose, as well. That's the other key element of being devilishly pleased with myself. Now, let's go restock my bullets before we head back into the fray. I didn't spend that many, in fairness, but yeah, a full arsenal is always going to be better than an empty arsenal. I say that, I think it's probably best to have a clear out at least once a day. Healthy, really, I think. Oh, you died. You didn't even do anything. Oh, you did, though. But you're one of the big boys, so naturally you're going to get away with certain things. Oh, in fairness, are you... No, you're not one of the proper big boys, you're just a medium boy. You're just a medium boy. Sir, you're just a medium boy. I do like to have... Oh, here we go, we can have a little bit of burst fire. Just for funsies. Because ultimately I really need to just get up close and personal and fuck up their shit. Although, let's go after... Oh, I wanted the big man, but luckily what I have got is perfect opportunity to start tremoring. Ooh, I must admit, tremors is quite a satisfying ability. It's one of those ones where I do quite like the idea of being able to... Oh, that's a big fella. Oh, that is the Oyar Queen. I missed my chance to observe. That's fine. I think we can see it from here, and in fairness, we can see it from here, and we probably want to just keep seeing it from quite a distance. Mother's touch. Ooh. Oh, mother touched me. I didn't know what to do. Mother, could you stop touching me? Big slam. Shoot him off the backside, shoot him off the backside. Oh dear, heard you shoot. I heard you shoot him off the backside. I think it's time for tremors. No abilities for you, sir. Ow. Okay, I mean, I could prevent it using an ability. I can't prevent it punching me in the face. It's a bit too basic. Just trying to... Ow, again. Luckily, I can regen most of my health. Yeah, get impaled. Oh, there's still some boys here. Mother summoned the boys in death. Oh, Mother might still be alive. No, Mother just came off the pillar. Marvellous titanium. My titanium dream is here again.
Well,
My titanium dream has come. Cool. So we'll do a little search. Have a little search on the catwalk. Ooh, the catwalk. Yes, the catwalk. Hurry-ho. No, there appears to be nothing here. Alarmingly disappointing. How alarmingly disappointing is your death? But actually, his death is alarmingly satisfying. Right, shall we... Yeah, we'll go after the girl. We've probably got a bit of time. Shouldn't take long to shoot a few more dudes. So what we want to do... Do we want to do Mentor? I don't think we do want to do Mentor, do we? Let's just have a quick review. Oh, hello. Skull Helmet. Golem and a Seismic Pulse. Ooh, what would I be replacing? Ah, Spike Forest, that's a shame. But I think that's 54 more armour and Seismic Pulse. It's nice. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. So we're having that. Especially, I mean, look at me. I am now Skullface. Nothing gets better. Nothing beats being a Skullface. Do I want... Oh, yeah, I mean, they're quite nice as well, aren't they? Bullet Kindling. I don't know if I can get flames all that much. Plus I'd lose Human Fortress, which is unfortunate. But I would get a substantial amount more armour again. Earthquake, I think, well worth it, but I'm not sure about the state of those gloves. They're a little bit ugly. Ooh, Impale. Oh, that's interesting. So technically it's going back to having two of them, but not in the same sense. Not in a literal sense of having two of them. No, I said compare by type, or sort by type. Whatever it is I said, I want you to do that, and not your own thing. Do submachine guns. Are you a submachine gun? No, you're a double gun. Oh, here we go. Submachine guns are at the bottom. So no, nothing new in the submachine gun domain. Did we travel? No. What I was supposed to be doing before I got distracted by my equipment was I was supposed to... Yes, that's the one I'm supposed to be tracking. I think that's marvellous. All I need to do is find an entrance way. That's the ticket. The Outriders Legacy. New quest? I don't think it's new. I've had it for a while now.
That's the opposite of a welcome mat.
So a blank carpet, I'm assuming. Because if you turn it... Usually if you turn a welcome mat upside down, it's just sort of a blank back to a carpet. I do need a restock, that's helpful. Double check inside here, because you never know where they're hiding little chests. And I do like them. Pick that up. Don't leave a weapon behind. Never leave a weapon behind. I may not actually want to wield those weapons, but they'll make great scrap in the future. Either selling it for scrap or dismantling them. I found dismantling is usually quite beneficial. Slightly more so than just straight up selling them. Yep. Oh, the distortion. Okay, I'm going to have a look at that. Because that's a brand new name, that's the key thing. The distortion. Unfortunately, it's a standard double gun. I mean, it's tasty looking. I can't deny that. It is tasty looking, and it does do a substantial amount more damage, but... I'm just not sure. Oh, I'm just not sure about this. It does increase the accuracy, but also lowers the RPM. But this time by a substantial margin. So no, I think I want to be a specialist in the submachine guns. I want to be a submarine captain. Somewhere along the line, I need to go away, but I don't know where. Oh, here we go. Right. So can I not? Is this a? Interesting. I feel like this is. I feel like maybe this has had a boo-boo. If you had a boo-boo, I can't get in there. This feels like a boo-boo. And not one that goes alongside Yogi. I feel like there's supposed to be a prompt there, but there's not a prompt there. And I missed something obvious. Like some kind of... Oh, okay, there's a little thing here. I can open the little thing. Is there something interesting in the little thing? Have you any interest in my little thing? Huh.
And you come stomping in with blood and guts. Oh, yeah, I suppose I should be bowing down to you, kissing your feet for letting me in your goddamn presence. Gratitude? How about all the times I've wrapped my legs around you when I get nothing? You know, I thought life with an altar was going to be exciting. I thought there'd be armies and...
You need rescuing?
Hey, what is it? Who's there?
How am I supposed to know that fucking altar to my face? Do I look like I need rescuing?
Hold on. I'll destroy anyone who gets close.
Oh, yeah, sure. Just as soon as you get your pants up from your goddamn ankles.
Yeah, as soon as I do that,
Oh,
there's
yeah,
dead.
you know what? All I do is like sit and I clean here and you're always in this...
Well, that was not what we were expecting. But I did find
I
Monique.
really don't know which one of those two to feel more sorry for. I should get back to Lucy, at least, and put her mind at ease.
Yeah. Oh, well, nice. Unexpected, but quite easy mission there. I quite enjoyed the fact they completely subverted the expectation there. Because they kind of set it up like you were going to have to go against like a big boss fight type thing. And then they just twisted it nicely into a... Nope. Actually, you don't. You don't have to do that at all. Right, let's go dismantle some of these weapons. We'll make that the finale. Boring admin. That's always a good end point. Right, well really I don't think I want any of these guns. Especially not bolt actions, double gun, assault rifle. There's one gun I might keep. Oh, there's the other. Oh no, this is dismantling anyway, so it doesn't matter. The other factor is making sure you can get your hands on abilities like that. Because as far as I can tell, if an ability has that little grid icon next to it, that means you've already unlocked it. But it doesn't have the little grid icon. It means by breaking it down and dismantling it, you will unlock that ability in order to be able to sort of place it and put it on other weapons. Which is why I think breaking the weapons down is a slightly superior method. Although selling them, of course, will net you a nice chunk of change. Far more so than these. But that's if you're after the idea of buying weapons, which can be beneficial. But to be honest, I find picking them up off the floor and then improving them in upgrades seems to be a slightly superior method. But then again, one of the weapons I think one of the weapons I am currently rocking was purchased. So both methods have their merits. Yeah, there you go. I've basically marked everything. Dismantle 51 items. That's what we want to see. And we can level this off if we want to. Oh, but that's titanium. I don't really want to use titanium. I think it might have been this one I purchased, because I quite like the look of it more so than anything else. Let's just check through here. So at the moment, Gollum... Should be told, Gollum is not that useful to me. That could be very good, because combining striking one extra target and having 2 pops at them is very good. Very good indeed. Restoration and rejuvenation, that's fine. Earthquake I really don't use, so let's mod Earthquake out and get something more bullet sponge related. Apply bleed, apply vulnerable, increases the damage 50%, skill duration by 20%. I think maybe just the straight up extra damage feels like it's a nice idea. So good, there we go. Just a little bit of admin taken care of. Lots and lots of bits, lots and lots of bobs, all going wonderfully together in a mess of sort of icons. There we go. Don't know whether it had finished or whether the pause stopped it, but I think we'd saved everything. That's fine and not an issue. So let's see. I don't know if it's going to be necessarily worthwhile. There's a couple of people, so I will perhaps pop off on a little raid as our end go. Let us see. I'm led to believe. Yes, there we go. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure how good the Man of Medan is. I'm guessing I'm guessing it's quite good. But, oh, Mr. Blue Boosh might enjoy this, although having said that, you probably wouldn't have any channel points, but apparently there's channel points available for extra scares. But yeah, it's sort of a horror-y thing, and he raided us once, so I feel obliged to perhaps raid into his channel now. So do join me on the raid and enjoy that. But yeah, it's the Man of Medan. It's sort of a turn-based-y type thing, not turn-based, horror-based sort of interactive movie type one, I believe. So yeah, see what's what with that. If you need some evening entertainment, you have the usual Mr. Maliscalibur, or if you are more miniatures, you've got Mr. Can't Sleep Must Paint. Yes, it's Wednesday, so he should be doing Whatever Wednesday, which means possibly more turtles. I think he's got a little bit of turtlage left to do. But I think mostly they seem to have been coming to a close. I think there was one turtle left that needed some extra detailing. Because at the moment, from the last photo I saw of them at least, I think one of them was still quite wild-eyed because because he'd not filled in the mask. So it's like, oh, this wild-eyed turtle staring out into your soul. But nonetheless, that's pretty much... There's probably more options. I mean, there's a lot of people who do this. But they're the primary options I would recommend for your evening's entertainment. Both of them are probably starting around about 9 o'clock if you were after that tonight. Join me again tomorrow for 9 o'clock. Will be Bonanza of the Extraordinary, Dragon Quest Builders 2 and Evoland. And then we'll be doing Saturday RPG and maybe something in between that. I don't know for certain. We shall see. Anyway, we're pretty much at the end of the meter. So I will say cheerio and bid you good night and good eatings, and we will pop over to Fang and Bang. So, cheerio.